My people, welcome back to my channel. Sowore and wives of the officers detained for alleged coup protested today. They are seeking for Mr. President to temper justice with mercy by making things transparent, by allowing them to see their husbands and to try them in the court of law openly if what they allege against them is true. They asked justice to be done according to Nigerian constitution, and according to them, they said this has been difficult with them and their families, and some of them has been facing some humiliations from the military, that Mr. President should please grant them access or talk to the military for them to be able to see their husband, speak to them, because since they've been detained, they have not been able to see their husband or speak to them. They have not granted them any access, and they alleged that there are inconsistencies that have raised serious concern on the allegations leveled against the officers, which is their husband. In their words, they said that military claimed that 12 billion was discovered in one of the officers' accounts. But surprisingly, today, the narrative has changed, that the amount is now 835 million and is reportedly in a company account, not officer's account. Wow, this inconsistent. Look at the amount, meaning about 85% of the amount that was alleged before has reduced. So they are concerned about the inconsistency, and they continued. They said they went further to say that the officers were reportedly arrested for indiscipline, only for them to change the narrative later, that allegation changed to conspiracy and coup plot. Honestly, this matter is, I don't understand. And why is the secrecy? Why won't they allow their families to see them? So the woman was now pleading with the president to please allow them to see their husband, one, and make this trial, even if what they allege is true, make it open. Try them in a court of law openly. Make everything transparent. No hidden thing, no corner anywhere. My people, please watch the video.
Mothers, relatives whose husbands and brothers have been in detention for over 160 days without being brought before an open court. For more than 5 months, our family have lived with uncertainty, fear, and unanswered questions. Today, we are here for one simple reason: to ask the justice to be done openly in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. These past months have been deeply painful for our families. We have watched helplessly as narratives are presented to the public, subjecting our husbands to trial by media. At the same time, some of us have faced intimidation from the very men in uniform sworn to protect Nigerians. Our husbands and fathers have served this country faithfully on the front lines, risking their lives in defense of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today, their families are left with fear, uncertainty, and unanswered questions. A respectful appeal to our leaders. We speak today with no anger, but with heavy hearts of wives and children and mothers. We appeal to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a father and a grandfather, to Her Excellency the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, a mother, grandmother, and a revered pastor, as leaders of the nation at this moment in time, to please look upon our situation with compassion, wisdom, courage, and justice. We respectfully beseech to examine and be receptive to all the facts of this highly sensitive case with an open mind, please. We ask only for what the 1999 Constitution guarantee every Nigerian, that our husbands to be treated as innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. The allegation against them must not be used as tool or scapegoat. We want due process, nothing more and nothing less. To the Nigerian military, to the men and women of the Nigerian military, we are not your enemies. We are wives, mothers, children, and we struggle to understand how the same institution our husbands serve with dedication has now become the source of deepest pain. We respectfully ask for compassion, transparency. Grant us access to our husbands. Let us see them and know how they are safe and alive. Questions that demand clarity. There are inconsistencies that have raised serious concerns. Initially, the public was told that 12 billion has been discovered in the account of one of the officers. Today, the narrative has changed. The amount is now 835 million, and it is reportedly in a company account rather than the account of any officer. What was once presented as 12 billion has now reduced to about 93%. Furthermore, the allegations themselves have changed. At first, the officers were reportedly arrested for indiscipline. Later, the allegation became conspiracy to commit a coup d'etat. We respectively ask, what changed? If there is evidence, it should be presented openly in the court, please. Our demand, Mr. President, the military public stated over 6 weeks ago that investigation had been concluded. If that is the case, justice must now move forward. We respectively request that trials commence immediately in an open court of law visible to all Nigeria. We do not want anything done secretly, please. Proceeding or trial by the media, if our husbands are guilty, let it be proven beyond reasonable doubt. But if they are innocent, justice demands that they should be set free, please, Mr. President. Justice must not only be done, it must be seen to be done. Appeal to the public and civil society. We also appeal to the Nigerian public civil society organization, religious leaders, and the legal community, the international community, human rights commission and activists, and the media to pay close attention to this matter. Justice thrives in light of public scrutiny. We urge all Nigerians who believe in fairness, the rule of law, the sanctity of our constitution to follow this case closely and lend their voice in defense of due process. Conclusion, Mr. President, we are not asking for favors or shortcuts. We are asking for our constitutional rights, the truth, and the safe return of their husbands. If there is evidence, bring them before court of law. If there is none, let them go free, please. We appeal to the President to do what is just, allow the truth to be seen. We also appeal to the Nigerian military to remember its oaths and its humanity. History and prosperity will remember the decision taken at this moment. Thank you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Further make an appeal to the president, that he should not only be listening to those who are trying to put fear in him, should do the right thing. 5 months is too long to keep people away. People have not been able to see their families. The families have tried severally to go and see their detained relatives with no luck. They cannot see their lawyer. This is not democracy. Even under the military regime,
it never happened like this.
Coup plotters were allowed to meet their families under the military regime. So under a so-called democracy, why will we not allow them to have access to visitation rights of counsel, visitation rights of family members? This is a democracy, for God's sake, Mr. President. Please, Mr. President, allow members of these families to meet with their detained husbands, fathers, children, and also allow them to meet their lawyers, except if there is no coup at all. And this is just a way of fear-mongering and victimizing people. But if truly there's a coup and there is any shred of evidence, allow them access to their family members. They've not been able to see any of their relatives in 5 months. They've not been able to see lawyer. They are just with their accusers and their interrogators. That alone is torture. It can make anybody admit to committing a crime when none exists. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
We are here to ensure that justice is done, whatever what we take. I have experienced many instances where people are accused of plotting a coup that they never plotted. Since my days in the university, when in 1992 some people were alleged to have committed these grievous offenses. Following that was 1995. You know, we know what happened under Obasanjo when even Mustafa in detention was accused of plotting a coup, because they said they found him buying a stinger. None of these things turned out to be true, but this country has lost too many lives. Yes. Sorry. This is a child, by the way, who hasn't seen his father. He's only 2 months old. Hasn't seen the father, who's been detained for 5 months. This guy deserves to have his father back, and you can see his distress too. And we shouldn't live in a country where anything under a democratic society is done in secrecy. Even if it is true that these men committed these offenses, they have a right to be given an open, transparent, and fair trial in an open courtroom. You must therefore allow their families to visit with them and allow lawyers to prepare for their trial. That is how it is done all over the world. An allegation of a coup plot does not translate to guilt. That's our position, and we have done this in the past, and we are very sure that a transparent and open trial might reveal otherwise. And that is why the government of Bola Tinubu should not be afraid to make this open to all. So we are giving them an ultimatum to let these individuals that have been arrested, 120 of them, be allowed to visit with their families, allowed to see their lawyers, and be presented for trial if there are genuine allegations against them. What we have gathered from their families, as we've spoken to so many of them, is that there is no evidence anywhere, just some high-level officials who are trying to buy the loyalty of the president and creating fair, what we call fair factor. That's how they control people in power, and claiming that this guy is committed an offense of treason. And I'll say lastly, I'm not a stranger to the offense of treason, because under Buhari as a civilian, I was accused of trying to overthrow Buhari with my bare hands, trying to overthrow him by posting on social media. So I've seen these ridiculous charges before, and I know how government operates. We are asking that without delay, only 2 options are available to the government: release these men, or if there's any women around with them, and apologize to them, or present them for trial with immediate effect. Thank you very much.
Sincerely, after watching this video, I sympathize with them. From the depth of my heart, I really sympathize with them. I don't know what Nigeria is turning into, because like Deji said, even if you found them guilty, even if we are in the military rule, they should be allowed to see their husbands in detention and should still be allowed to be tried in an open court. You know, Sowore said something. He said it will surprise us that there would be a lot of discovery when the trial will be going on. We might be making a whole lot of discovery, because if the amount they were alleged that was found in the officer's account, 12 billion, now changed to 835 million. Who knows what else that could be discovered at the course of trial? Honestly, even if what they allege is true, give them fair hearing, because it's their constitutional right. I don't even understand why the secrecy. Military claim they have concluded their investigation. The family have not been able to speak to their loved ones since they've been in detention. Everything just... No, now, please. Government, the presidency, temper justice with mercy by allowing these people see their loved ones, hear from them, and give them a fair hearing. Try them in an open court where everyone is free to attend and listen. This is so heartbreaking to see those women break down like that. Wow, it is well in this country. My people, please let me know what you think in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel, like, and thanks for watching. Bye.